Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 77 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award.
40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Come on, tag, attack. Come on, boy. You got to go right here. You got to play big. Okay.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And out come the Chiefs now. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens and things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and work.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Going to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 31, Jackson eluding the pressure right. But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
and attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Jackson operating from the gun, being chased out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
You ain't going nowhere. Hustle. Check 59, Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flush to his right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
6 man. Check curls. Check the backer.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Ready. 6 yards. 44. Ready.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert get to the half and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first Touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 70 ending. 59.
Check right.
59's Mike. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Set. Pittsburgh. Hey, here I come.
On 2nd down now. It's Hill. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 21. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and through, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Yellow. Kill.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. The point after is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I got you.
From the gun, Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At their 40.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
40 yards.
Now here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shane Ray picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Forced out to his left. He gets it to Brown. Good play. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
40. Yellow. Let's go, Larry. They can't hang with us.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Double dog. That's the way.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Yellow. Let's go, Larry. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with it. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Yellow.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wide.
Attack.
Check.
Let's go, baby.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left on a run.